Have you ever heard that story? The one that says a truly perfected yogi gives off a scent that isn't from this world. It sounds like pure myth, right? One of those strange, fascinating whispers from a long lost time. Well, today we're going to decode the mystery of this so-called divine perfume. And see, this isn't some modern New Age idea. We're talking ancient. This quote gets right to the heart of it, a real, noticeable scent that points to a massive internal shift. It's not just poetry, it's being presented as an actual, observable sign of mastery. So that's the big question, isn't it? What are we really dealing with here? Is this just a beautiful metaphor for being spiritually pure, a supernatural myth? Or could there be something real, something we could actually measure, happening inside the body to cause this? That's exactly what we're here to figure out. All right, so to start, we have to go straight to the source, the ancient yogic texts. And they don't just, mention this in passing. Oh no, they have a specific name for it and a very clear idea of what it all means. The term they use is Divyagandha. Now, what's so fascinating here is that this scent isn't seen as just a weird side effect. It's considered a siddhi, which means a perfection, or you could even think of it as an earned superpower. It's treated as tangible proof that the yogi's inner work has hit a seriously profound level. But how does somebody even get there? Well, the texts lay out a path of pretty radical purification. And we're not just talking about a weekend juice cleanse. This is about clearing out everything. Yeah, physical toxins, sure, but also what they call emotional dross, unblocking stuck energy, and finally igniting an inner fire so intense it can awaken the legendary Kundalini energy. Okay, now this is where it gets really cool. The ancient yogis had this incredible map of the body that was part energy, part physical. And to get this divine scent thing, we have to look right where those two worlds meet, where a kind of inner alchemy can actually happen. So at the very heart of this map, you've got the chakras. Think of them like spinning vortexes of energy running up your spine. But they're not just random spots. They're the main power hubs in your body's subtle electrical grid. They're all connected by these channels called nadis that push life force energy through your whole system. And here it is. This is the bridge between the mystical and the biological. The yogic tradition lines up these energy centers, the chakras, almost perfectly with the body's major endocrine glands, the very things that produce our hormones. For instance, the Vishuddha, or the throat chakra, lines right up with the thyroid gland, and we all know our hormones have a huge impact on our body odor. This link between ancient energy maps and modern biology is everything. It's a clue that modern neuroscience is just now starting to follow, suggesting that maybe, just maybe, the ancient sages were describing a neurochemical reality this whole time. It turns out our brain has a specific rhythm it uses to process smells. It's a type of brainwave called the theta oscillation. And that right there is a massive clue because that exact same brainwave pattern pops up somewhere else that is very interesting to us. And there it is. Theta waves. That's the frequency your brain is flooded with during states of really deep meditation and profound relaxation. So you see what's happening? When a yogi goes into these deep states, they're not just chilling out. They are literally lighting up the very same brain rhythm that's hardwired to our sense of smell. And that brings it all down to the chemical level. We now know that deep, long-term meditation actually calms down the body's main stress response system, the HPA axis. It's your fight or flight command center. By chilling that system out, you change your entire hormonal cocktail, less cortisol, the stress hormone, and that in turn changes your body's chemical output. You literally, chemically change your own scent from the inside out. Okay, I know that was all a bit theoretical, so let's switch gears for a second and actually try a little practical exercise from the source material. It's a way you can use this very idea of scent as a tool for your own focus. It's called the Dragon Trial. So wherever you are, just get comfortable. Let's try this. Go ahead and settle in. Now, take one deep breath in. Just notice the air itself. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine the fragrance of pure, absolute stillness, the very scent of peace. With your next breath in, feel that beautiful scent filling up your entire body. Just continue now for 5 of your own slow, full breaths. So the point of that little exercise, of course, isn't to actually smell something that isn't there. It's to connect with an idea, the potential that a state of inner peace and purity could be so real, so profound, that it could have its own signature essence. So when we pull all of these threads together, what we see is pretty remarkable. You have this ancient, mystical claim and these modern scientific findings, and they are both pointing to the exact same place, a state of profound mind-body balance. And really, this is the main takeaway. The yogis called it divyaganda, a sign of spiritual purification. Modern science calls it neurochemical equilibrium, something you get by calming your stress axis and shifting your brainwaves. They're just two different languages trying to describe the same incredible state of human potential. And that brings us to this one last pretty powerful quote from our source. It reframes the whole idea completely. It's not just a pleasant smell. It's the aromatic proof of a fundamental change, the evidence of a deep inner transformation. So in the end, this whole exploration just leaves us with a really provocative question. If purifying the mind can fundamentally change our body chemistry, right down to the scent we give off, what else can it change? It kind of suggests that the connection between how we feel inside and what happens to us physically is way, way more powerful than we usually imagine.